Alright, what's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. We're going to continue looking at some great fighters of the past. Billy Papke, middleweight champion, divided that title between Stanley Ketchel. Let's take a look at his career. Billy Papke from Spring Valley, Illinois. He was born September 17, 1886 in Spring Valley, Illinois. Nationality, German-American. He weighed 158 pounds to 160 pounds. He stood 5 foot 8 3/4 inches. Billy Papke was managed by Tom Jones and Al Lips. Billy Papke began his professional career in 1905 and was placed on a card November 6 against Battling Hurley in New York. And he got a 6-round draw. November 20th, Dave Dershell, Boston, 12-round draw. 1906, March 24th, Mexican Whopper, LaSalle, Illinois. He defeated him in 4 rounds. April 30th, Red Messery, LaSalle. He knocked him out in 3 rounds. May 30th, Buster Tiger, LaSalle, knocked him out in 3 rounds. June 1st, Jack Denny, Peru, Illinois, knocked him out in 1 round. July 4th, Carl Purdy, LaSalle, defeated him in 10 rounds. November 27th, Milt Kennedy, knocked him out in 3 rounds. December 17th, Augie Kidd and Farmer, knocked him out in 6 rounds. Now, if you look at this schedule here, 1907. And I just want to tell you real quickly, I told you before that I spoke to a lot of old-time fighters. The way this is surprising to me and should be to you, this was nothing to them. It was normal. In fact, this wasn't even enough fights to them. I'm being honest to you. But 1907, January 15th, Tom Wallace killed him in 4 rounds. January 29th, Dick Fitzpatrick defeated him in 10 rounds. February 14th, Carl Anderson, Spring Valley, knocked him out in 1 round. March 6th and March 26th, he fought Billy Hodges. 10 rounds, 15-round draw. Fascinating. Their second fight was in Davenport, Iowa. That 15-round draw. Johnny Carroll, very good fighter, April 30th. Knocked him out in 4 rounds. And as we go down the line here, Jack Moran knocked him out in 7 rounds. Foster Walker, Detroit, Michigan, knocked him out in 2 rounds. That was June 14th. 1907. Fascinating. I'm just skimming through. Cy Flynn, Brazil, knocked him out in 3 rounds. Pat O'Keefe, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, defeated him in 6 rounds. That was November 14th. Pat O'Keefe was November 9th. Terry Martin, I told you about him once before. September 14th, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, knocked him out in 3 rounds. Fascinating fighter. Wow. 1908. January 21st. Walter Stanton, Boston, knocked him out in 4 rounds. March 16th, Hugo Kelly, good fighter, Milwaukee, defeated him in 10 rounds. May 31st, Eddie McCurry, talked about him, exhibition 6 rounds. And then June 4th, Stanley Ketchel, the Michigan Assassin, Milwaukee, he lost in 10 rounds for the middleweight title bout. He lost his title to Stanley Ketchel June 4th, 1908. July 4th, Rudy O'Hart. 6-round exhibition. Johnny Carroll, Boston, knocked him out in 2 rounds, August 13th. August 13th, same day, Frank Mentel, Boston, killed him in 1 round. Wow, 2 knockouts in 1 day. Fascinating. August 18th, Sailor Berkey, New York, no decision, 6 rounds. September 7th, Stanley Ketchel, Los Angeles, killed him in 12 rounds, won a middleweight title. So he re-won his title from Stanley Ketchel. Knocked him out in the 12th round. Fascinating. November 26th, Stanley Ketchel, San Francisco. He himself was knocked out in the 11th round and lost his middleweight title to Stanley Ketchel. Fascinating feat. December 15th, December 15th, Hugo Kelly, Los Angeles. Had a 25-round draw. Wow, 1909. March 19th, Jim Flynn, Los Angeles, California. No decision in 10 rounds. May 15th, Hugo Kelly. First round knockout, fascinating. 1909, Jim Flynn. That's Fireman Jim Flynn. March 19th, Los Angeles, California. No decision in 10 rounds. May 15th, Hugo Kelly. He knocked him out in 1 round. July 5th, Stanley Ketchel. He lost in 20 rounds for the middleweight title. So they fought 4 times, it looks like. July 14th, Jim Flynn, Fireman, Los Angeles. No decision in 10 rounds. October 8th, Willie Lewis, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. No decision in 6 rounds. November 11th, Frank Klaus, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. No decision in 6 rounds. Frank Klaus would be champion. He had his title taken away by George Chick. Frank Klaus is a very good fighter. In fact, let me show you Frank Klaus. Now, this is Frank Klaus. Frank Klaus is a fascinating middleweight. Very good fighter. George Chick took the title away from Frank Klaus. But as you can see, he fought Billy Papke. Just wanted to show you Frank Klaus. So March 19th, 1910, Willie Lewis, another good fighter. Paris, France, knocked him out in 3 rounds. May 19th, Joe Thomas. I showed him when he fought Stanley Ketchel. San Francisco, California, knocked him out in 16th round. That was a very good win. June 21st, Jack Twin Sullivan. He had a brother, Mike Twin Sullivan, in Boston. He knocked him out in 6 rounds. Very good win. I'm sorry, no. I'm looking in the wrong place. June 21st, Jack Twin Sullivan, Boston. He defeated him in 12 rounds. October 25th, Ed Williams, Sydney, Australia. In Sydney, he knocked him out in 6 rounds. December 26th, Dave Smith, Sydney. Lost on a foul in 10. Claimed the middleweight title after Ketchel's death. Okay, now we talked about this yesterday. And I read to you where they said that Stanley Ketchel's title after his death to Walter Dipley was given to Mike Gibbons at welterweight. And I told you that Stanley Ketchel was a middleweight, and that title wasn't given to Mike Gibbons. As you can see here, Dave Smith. So Papke lost on a foul in 10 rounds. He claimed the middleweight title after Ketchel's death. Right? But the thing is, he lost on a foul to Dave Smith. Interesting. So that's why I'm still doing research on that. 1911, February 11th, Johnny Thompson lost in 20 rounds, and then he lost the middleweight title. So it's saying that he lost the middleweight title to Johnny Thompson. March 11th, Dave Smith, very good fighter, KO 7. June 8th, Jim Sullivan, London, KO 9. Sailor Berkey, New York, no decision in 10. October 31st, Bob Mohawk, Boston, very good fighter, lost in 12. Thompson vacated the title. The Papke claimed it. Fascinating. So let's go back. So they're saying, so that we're clear, Joe Thomas. Let's get this right here. Let's go back here. 1911. October 31st, Bob Mohawk in Boston. Billy Papke we're talking about. Fought Bob Mohawk. He lost it in 12 rounds, that fight. Now it says Thomas vacated the title. Papke claimed same. I'm still working on that. 1912, Frank Mantel, very good fighter, February 22nd, lost 20 rounds. Mantel claimed the title, but was not recognized outside of California. This is crazy. So 1913, March 5th, Frank Klaus, that's the guy I just showed you, Paris, lost on a foul to Frank Klaus, 15 rounds. He lost the middleweight title to Frank Klaus. June 16th, Irish Jack Smith, New York City, lost to 10. October 14th, Marty Rowan, St. Louis, Missouri, no decision in 8. 1919, April 8th, Soldier Barfield, very good fighter. San Francisco, defeated him in 4 rounds. Total bouts, 64. Total KOs, 29. One on a draw, 9. One on a foul, 1. I'm sorry, I always say that. He won on a decision, 9. He won on a foul, 1. He had 7 draws. Lost on a decision, 6. Lost on a foul, 2. Was knocked out once. No decision, 9, and no contest, 0. He died November 26, 1936. Killed himself and wife at Newport, California. He was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1972. He was elected to the Boxing Hall of Fame in 1972. So Billy Papke died November 26, 1936. He killed himself and his wife at Newport, California. Amazing. I tell you, these stories, man. This is Billy Papke, fascinating fighter. Unbelievable. This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Salute to my subscribers. Peace.